Welcome to the course of mobile application development. In today's class, we are going to learn a new concept called drawable resources. So actually, what are these drawable resources? It is a general concept related to the graphics that can be drawn to the screen and can be retrieved with the APIs such as get drawable int. Okay. And in order to apply XML resource with these particular attributes, we also use Android colon drawable and Android colon icon. So there are several types of drawables which we are going to see one by one. In that, the first drawable what we are going to see is a bitmap file. So this is generally a bitmap graphic file which will be including several versions like PNG, WebP, JPJ, GIF, and all these things. Okay. So if at all you want to use any kind of icons or logo or small animations or GIFs kind of thing, so we'll be going for an bitmap graphic file, and it creates a bitmap drawable XML file. And the next drawable is the 9-patch file. So when a particular image, so let's say it can be a PNG image. So this particular PNG image or a file can be resized based on its contents. So whenever you try to import a PNG file to the Android Studio and you try to resize that, so this particular 9-patch file will be applied to it. So the image, what you see over here, will be having one vertical segment as well as horizontal segment, as these two segments will be applied to the 9-patch file in a case where we can resize that particular image. And when these two segments are applied to an image, we can observe that there are 9 partitions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 partitions done, which we are considering it as a 9-patch. Okay. So this creates a 9-patch drawable file with respect to the 9-patch file. Now, coming to the third drawable. So this particular drawable manages the array of drawables. Let's say we are trying to design one thumbnail or a logo or an image with multiple colors. So if you see the diagram over here, so we have multiple layers combined together to form this particular end product. Okay. Background, if you see, there is a gray rectangular box, and in front of it, there is an Android logo through which they have created one element or an drawing or an icon. Okay. So multiple layers or an array of layers are combined together to make this particular drawable, which we are considering it is a layer drawable file. Okay. Coming to the next drawable, it is the state list. So it is somewhat like a bitmap graphics with different states. So this is majorly used in the example what you are seeing over here is majorly used in the phone lock applications. Like, so the actual state is, if you see here, the red background with the white lock, which is already locked, is not changing its state even if it's swiped by the user. So the state should be changed according to the bitmap graphics or the animation, such that the user should feel that particular experience. Like the lock screen, when the user swipes it, it need to change its graphics into an unlock scene as expected over here. If you see over here, there is an red background with an white lock, and when it is swiped towards right, it will be shown as an another color background as an unlock. This is what they expect in the state is changing of the state or the graphics from one state to the another state, and it creates a state list drawable file. Coming to the level list. So this particular drawable images are majorly used in indicating some numerical values or some levels and all those things. So mostly these kind of drawings or animations in the levels will be used in the, see here, battery indicators. So in the mobile phone, we can see the battery levels in the graphical form, right? And not only that, we can also see it in the form of an signal strength indicators. Okay. So all these indicators are considered as the level list indicators, which are considered as the drawables. And in this particular level list, the level list drawable will be created. Now, coming to the next one, transition drawable. So this is a transition happens between one screen to the another screen, and which gives you a crossfade effect. Okay. So let's say you're swiping some screen or images. Okay. Some left to right or right to left. Okay. So this is where this particular effect happens, where the image of which is present in one screen will be transformed or faded into the another screen where another image will gets pop up. It's almost similar like viewing images from the gallery. Okay. So this particular fade effect is considered as a transition drawable effect. Okay. If you see over here, you can page one. Once you swipe that, page one will be transformed into page two with some other image. Okay. This is how a transition happens. Okay. So next, coming to the clip drawable file. So these drawables are nothing but small clips or small drawings which are majorly used in document related applications, chat related applications, or text related applications, where you can insert these kind of clip arts or clip images into the document or the onto the screen or wherever required. Okay. So these are one of the clip drawable files. Okay. Which creates a clip drawable XML file. Now coming to the next one, we have scale drawable. So it generally creates a scale drawable XML file, and this particular scale is majorly used to set the sizes of it can be the icon or the fonts of the mobile application. Okay. So if you see, there are three types of scales. One is the large, another one is the normal, and the third one is the small scale. Okay. These are the three scales which we can come across in any mobile application using this scale drawable XML file. And next we have the shape drawable, which we are talking about the geometric shapes. So we have several types of colors and gradients, which creates a gradient drawable file. So we have a circle, triangle, rectangle, square, star, hexagon, heart. All these geometric shapes can be achieved using the gradient drawable XML file. All this comes under drawables. Next, the important one, what we come across is menus. So coming to the menus, menus are the important part of our user interface component. So it shows the functionality of our application, what the user is using. So that the user can experience a smooth and consistent throughout the usage of the application. So let's see what are the different types of menus we come across. So one is the Android options menu. So this kind of option I have taken example of in Google Chrome. Like in the right side top, you can see whenever you click that particular three dots or any kind of option, you can see some options like new tab, incognito tab, bookmarks, recent tab, history, downloads. All these features will be or options will be considered in the form of an Android options menu. And coming to the Android context menu, these are the options related to the text. So if you take any kind of Microsoft application like editing the Word document, or if you take a general chart like WhatsApp and all those things, we generally come across these kind of operations like undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, all these things, autofill. All these options will be coming under this particular Android context menu. Okay. So this is also one kind of menu. Coming to the third one, we have an Android pop-up menu. So whenever you long press a particular option or whenever you touch a particular option, there is a pop-up screen which will be indicating several options. Like if you see this particular example, if I touch a particular contact, okay, I will get a pop-up screen like calling, renaming, deleting, and all these options. So the pop-up screen will be considered as the options with the pop-up menu. Okay. So these are some of the menus which we have. And coming to the animation resources, generally, these animations are very much effectively helpful for the applications, which will be adding a motion effect to any image or any view or any kind of text. Okay. So this animations brings more creativity and more attractive to the application, where it is classified into three types: property animation, view animation, and drawable animation. And coming to the property animation, so we have radio buttons, check boxes, okay? All this comes under property animation. So if you see over here, so the transition animation, the check boxes, what you see over here, all this comes under property animations, okay? And in the view animation, so whenever you click some button, okay, so there will be a drop down box available. You can come across these in the official websites like college management systems, some official websites where when the user clicks on that particular button, then only the text will be dragged down. And if it is not necessary, it will be going into the hidden mode. Okay. So all these kind of expandable animations will be considered as the view animations. Okay. And coming to the drawable animations, we have a drawings which works with respect to the animation. So it can be the best example, what you are seeing over here is a tick mark. Okay. So it is mostly and widely used in payment methods. Okay. Proceed or giving some acknowledgement. So this simple particular animation will be giving us a huge acknowledgement such that the user gets uh, habituated to that and feels that satisfied acknowledgement is achieved. Okay, so these are the best drawable animations were most widely used in many of the applications. Now, coming to the important methods of the animations, we have two methods. One is the start animation, another one is the clear animation. So, start animation method is like the method will start that particular animation, and the clear animation is, so if at all the animation is already running, this method will clear that particular animation from the running. So if you see this particular animation, you can see the starting point of that particular animation and you can see the ending point of that particular animation. So when the animation is getting started, so this particular start animation method will provoke, and if the animation comes to an end, so the clear animation method is provoked automatically. So these are the methods of the animation. So these are the creative resources where we come across to study the different types of animations, different types of menus, different types of drawables, XML files, and all those things. Okay, thank you.